Hey everyone, and welcome back to NWB Project. My name is Nathan, as always. So I mentioned the other day in video a couple of days ago, a bit of an update video about where I'm at, talking about doing my film photography and stuff now. I mentioned that I'm also in the process of changing my fitness workout, my fitness routine. Main point of that is, so I've been doing a lot of hypertrophy stuff and a lot of just pure strength training, high calories, heavy weights, low reps kind of stuff for a while now. I'm seeing a lot of progress. My goal, or one of the goals I set myself for this year, was to hit the 500 kilo total. I'm still going to hit it. I'm not going to hit it in the timeline I want to hit it though. I've come to the realization of, I think my body's kind of catching up to my brain. My brain still thinks I'm 21 and can do this shit 5 times a week and bounce back and not sort of notice anything. My body is saying otherwise. I am 42 this year. So the sort of training that I used to do when I was like 20s, even 30s, I can't quite do as consistently. I am still battling a bit of a good old big up down here as well. So it's not necessarily big up, it's just that middle-aged spread, being slack, transition from being PT and quite a busy on my feet sort of all day roles into management, which is just majority of my day, honesty, sitting on my ass at my desk doing emails, doing clerical stuff, doing admin type work, and rather than actually on my feet all day. Because of that, the calories that I'm used to doing isn't getting supplemented, or the training I'm used to doing isn't getting supplemented with the constant movement all day. So I'm eating the same calories as I used to do, but I'm not doing as much incidental movements and incidental activity as I used to do. And as such, I'm eating more calories than I really need to. I'm going to cut my calories back, but I'm also going to change my training a lot too. Not a huge amount. I'm mostly going to more volume. So essentially, I'm going to increase the volume of training I'm doing. So higher reps, higher sets, and lower the weight. So it'll be low weight, high reps, a little bit more cardio-esque based. Cardio for me is a dirty word. I hate doing it. Never done it. Never really done much of it and don't really like doing it. I will be doing more of a HIIT style training. So high rep, low weight, base it off time. I'm going to do a mix of different workouts, and I'll do videos about each of the ones as well, because there's a bunch of different kind of HIIT trainings you can do, and a bunch of different ways you can do this sort of training. Main goal at the moment is get rid of the gut, get myself lean back up again. I don't want to lose my strength, so I will still be pushing, not super lightweight, but sort of more, rather than floating around sort of the 85 to 90% of my 1RM in my workouts, doing more sort of 60 to 65%. Much more explosive movements, much quicker movements. But again, as I said, higher rep, less rest, higher rep, higher set kind of stuff. I will talk through a lot of it. I'll do some videos about it. Obviously, I record my workouts and stuff as well as normal. I will, as I said, I'll do a lot of videos about different styles, because there's a lot of different ways you can do HIIT training. There's AMRAP, so every minute on the minute. There's EMOMs, every minute on the minute. There's AMRAPs, there's Tabata, there's 1,000 different ways you can do this. And it can get a little bit confusing, because there is little variations to them. There is things that make them a little bit better. Some styles a little bit better than others. There's ones that you can just effectively going to have the same sort of end result. But there's a good way of sort of varying and attacking the muscles. There's advantages, should I say, to attacking the muscles different ways. If you keep doing the same workouts over and over and over, you're going to hit what's called a plateau. A plateau is essentially your muscles get used to the workouts, and you're going to sort of stall in terms of your progress, whether it's weight loss, whether it's progress in strength, whether it's mobility. You've got to attack it from different ways. Trying to think of a good analogy for it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I think when I do videos about it, I'll think of a bit of an analogy to kind of explain it and put it into more layman's terms. But essentially, you want to try and approach your training with a bit of variety. That's why. So the program I was doing, for instance, I'd have 3 weeks where I was progressively lifting heavy, and I'll have what's called a deload week programmed into it. So I might slowly progress each week and be going up to sort of 65, 75, 85, 95% of my 1RM each week, kind of progressing further and further up. Week 4, I then go to what's called a deload week, and I drop back down to like a 55 to 60, even 65, the heaviest for the workouts, for the sets that I'm doing. just to force my body to have a rest, still do the work and still do the same movement. So they're still getting that work in, but I'm doing it in a way that is a lower rep to give my body some sort of a rest and kind of recover a little bit more for that extra week rather than just the rest days in between. By doing different types of workouts and hitting the muscles, even if it's a different type of exercise, not necessarily a different type, so, keeping your reps and sets the same, but using a different type of workout or a different type of movement to attack the same sort of muscle group, it can help with your development and can increase the speed of your development. So for the moment, I am going to be doing, as I said, a lot lower reps, a lot lower weight, higher reps than what I'm usually doing, in the hopes that it's going to help sort of increase the calorie burn that I'm getting. It will still help with my strength training, so I won't really lose any weight. I won't lose any strength, sorry. I will probably won't put the size on I want, but I want to tone off. That's the main thing I want to do at the moment. Still keep my upper body size, but I want to get rid of the gut and get rid of the love handles that are floating around. So that's the plan at the moment. As I said, I will be doing a lot more videos about the different types of movements I'm doing and the different workouts I'm doing. I'll record them all. I'll do a few information videos about it as well, where I sit down on the computer and I talk about them a little bit more in depth. But obviously I'll post all the videos as I go as well, so you guys can keep up with it. So keep tuned, guys, and I will talk to you all soon. Ciao.